For USPS employees, one of the biggest questions about retirement is simple. Do I get to keep my health insurance? And the answer is yes. But there are some major USPS-specific rules and surprises that most postal workers don't find out until it's too late. Today, we're breaking down exactly how FEHB works for USPS retirees, what changes when you leave the Postal Service, and what you need to do now to make sure your health insurance stays with you for life. Let's start with the most important rule. If you've been enrolled in FEHB for at least the 5 years before retiring, or your entire USPS career if shorter, you keep FEHB for life as long as you retire on an immediate annuity. That means no penalty, no gap in coverage, and no need to switch plans when you retire. But here's the part that surprises nearly every USPS employee. When you retire, you no longer pay the postal rate for FEHB. The Postal Service heavily subsidizes your health insurance as an active employee. But as a retiree, you pay the same premiums as other federal retirees, the standard non-postal rate. For many people, that means your FEHB premium increases at retirement. This isn't a mistake or a glitch. It's simply how FEHB works for USPS employees. And because most postal workers never see the real FEHB premium cost until they retire, this can create an unexpected adjustment in your budget. If you're within 5 years of retirement, this is the time to make sure you understand exactly what your FEHB premium will be as a retiree. You can schedule a federal benefits review at federalpensionadvisor.gov, and we'll walk through your projected FEHB costs, your pension income, and how to plan for the transition. Here's another common question. Do I have to stay in the same FEHB plan when I retire? The answer is no. You can change plans during any open season both before and after you retire. Retirement does not lock you into your current plan. You keep the same flexibility you've always had. Another key point is spousal coverage. If you want your spouse to stay covered under FEHB after you pass away, you must elect a survivor benefit on your FERS pension. Without a survivor benefit, FEHB ends for your spouse the month after your death. This is one of the most important and emotional decisions for USPS retirees. Now let's talk about Medicare. At age 65, you become eligible for Medicare Part A, which is premium-free. Part B is optional, and many FEHB plans coordinate extremely well with Medicare Part B to reduce out-of-pocket costs in retirement. But here's the advantage USPS retirees have. You're not forced into Medicare. FEHB remains available even if you choose not to enroll in Part B. You control how you want your coverage to work. Another benefit, FEHB continues into retirement even if you retire under a VERA early out, as long as you meet the 5-year coverage rule. Many postal workers worry that taking an early retirement offer means losing health insurance. That's not true. Your coverage continues just like any other immediate retirement. One more detail. If you carried a combination of FEHB and other coverage in the last 5 years, such as TRICARE for military retirees, you may still meet the 5-year rule. This can help some USPS employees maintain eligibility more easily than they expect. Here's the bottom line. For USPS employees, keeping FEHB is one of the most valuable benefits of federal service. Your premiums will change, your coverage continues uninterrupted, and you keep the same choice of plans for life. But understanding these details before you retire, not after, is what makes the transition smooth instead of stressful. If you want help reviewing your FEHB costs, checking eligibility, coordinating FEHB with Medicare, and building your full USPS retirement plan, visit federalpensionadvisor.gov to schedule your benefits review. Your FEHB is one of the most important parts of your retirement. Make sure it fits your long-term plan.